All right. So in here, I will be showing how I'll be showing you how to create mobile apps using Python, specifically through the Kivy framework. So the Kivy framework is an open source library which is used for developing multi-touch applications. So if you want to develop mobile apps, it's actually a very good framework to use. It's quite easy, as you'll see through the tutorials that I'm going to be doing. So that you don't miss out, please do make sure that you subscribe and you can be the first one to receive the latest tutorials. Anyway, let's get started. So of course, the very first thing you need to do is you need to install Kivy. So in order for you to install Kivy, you need to simply go to kivy.org. So this is where you need to go to. And of course, you'll receive a lot of information in terms of like what Kivy is about. Yeah, so there's quite some few resources you can use. But if you want to install, we can just press get started, which will take you to this page. So this page is very, very helpful, because it also directs you like to some quick tutorials that you can do just to refresh your understanding in terms of Python and all of that. But what we're interested in is how to install Kivy. So we're going to go here, installing Kivy. So on the left panel. Okay, so it will take us to this page here. So in this page, we will see the different platforms, that supports Kivy. All right, so these are the different platforms. Yeah, and something to note here is you can see Android as well. All right, so yeah, so for instance, if you are using Windows, so in order to install Kivy, you're going to choose the installation option pip. All right, and then if you're using like Linux, you're going to use pip or the PPA installation, whichever you are more comfortable with. All right, so in my case, I use Linux, so I'm going to go for pip. So once you press that, it's going to take you to this page where there's the instructions that you can follow depending on how you want to install the app. Yes, so if you're a complete beginner, this is what I would suggest. I would suggest that you go here. The simplest is to install the current version. So you can just go on and copy this line here, or you can just use this here, Kivy full. Yeah, so just to make sense of things, so in order for us to install, we use the terminal, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to open the terminal. So to open the terminal with Linux, all you have to do is you have to press Control Alt T. So if you press Control Alt T, you're going to see your terminal will pop up like this, right? And then what you can do is now you are going to write this command here, right? So let's go on. So Python. Of course, before you install Kivy, you must have Python, very important. Pip install. Okay, so if you're a complete beginner, I would suggest that you just install Kivy full, so you don't have to worry about everything else. Just install everything. So in this case, you're gonna quotation Kivy full like this. Okay, all right, so Kivy full, right? Yeah. Oh, this is an incorrect spelling here. Let's just fix that. Let's go on and run that. So now it's installing. Okay, so of course for you will be installing it for the first time. Yeah, so which means it will take some time, but for me, I've already installed it. Yes, I already have Kivy within the system. Yes, so once you have already installed Kivy, just to test it out, we can open our terminal, our Python terminal. Okay, it will take some time. Depending on how quick your system is, we can close this. Okay, all right. So we're going to create a new file. So new file. Okay, and then we need to save the file. Let's just save it. Let's just choose a location where to save it. Desktop. Okay, and then let's name it main.py. It's up to you what you want to name it, but for me, I'm naming it main.py. All right. So when it comes to using Kivy, right, you need to always import Kivy first, right? Kivy, and you need to import the app class. So Kivy.app import app, like this. All right. Yes. All right. So we've imported the app, and then we also have to put in a main app class. So this is the app this is the class that will run the app. So main app like this. Okay. Okay. Then class main. Sorry, we can just remove class here. Just main dot run. So just to explain what we have here. So we have imported Kivy, right? We have imported Kivy, all right? And we've imported this app class, all right? So we've created this app class. So this app class, it is what will run first. So when we run the code, this class will be called, right? But of course, we haven't really put any functions or anything. Now, Kivy has like quite a number of widgets that we can use, such as buttons, labels, there's quite a number of them. So through future tutorials, I'll explain that in details. But in this case, let's use a simple label widget. So how do we do that? So we can say from Kivy UIX label, then we can say import label. So we've imported a label. All right. So in order to show this label, we're going to say return, right? Return. And then label. And then here we're going to say text. Hello world. Okay, so when we run this code now, what is going to run first is our main app class, and then what we have in our main app class, we have a label, right? And then this label has a text which is hello world. Let's just use the same quotations, which is hello world. So let's go on and run this. So to run, you can press here, you can run it. I believe you are familiar with this, or use F5. Okay, let's run it. Okay, I think there's an error here. Oh yes, from, so it has to be from Kivy.app, import app, and then also main app here. So let's run and see. Okay, it's running. All right. And that is how you do it. That is how you do it. Yes, I hope you gained a lot through this tutorial. And if you'd like more advanced tutorials, please don't hesitate to go to my previous tutorials. There's quite a number of them. You can just look for a particular tutorial that you want. Until next time, take care and take care.